Hey there everybody, it's Mike DeLisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today we're going to be taking a look at Munchkin Dungeon based on Steve Jackson's Munchkin from Command Games and Steve Jackson Games. And Munchkin is a very well-known card game that has been a part of board gaming for a number of years. Very, very popular game. And there was also years ago a game called Munchkin Quest, which was a dungeon crawler in the Munchkin world. And this seems to have a similar look to it, at least. I don't know exactly if it has any connections at all with Munchkin Quest. It doesn't look like it. 2 to 5 players in about 60 to 90 minutes. Quest through the dungeon for adventure, glory, and of course, a chance to betray your friends. A competitive push-your-luck dungeon game. So I'm sure it's going to have many of the hallmarks that are part of Munchkin, which is, you know, a fair amount of silliness and chaos and get your neighbor type thing. So let's take a look at what we have inside. Being a Command game, there's very likely going to be some minis that play a prominent role here. We'll look at some of the cardboard components as first. Well, actually, let's look at the rulebook first, since it's right there. Not a very large rulebook. We've got our components, and there are indeed a fair number of minis. Basic concepts, here's your hero dashboard. There's the board. And the dungeon board, as you might expect. Room cards, threat cards, loot cards. Here's our setup. The goal of the game. In short, you have to kick open doors, fight monsters, collect loot, and level up. All right, the player with the most fame at the end of the game wins. On a player turn, the active player will perform these 4 phases in order. Kick down the door, or kick open the door, get in trouble, resolve the room, loot, and rest, which has some similar feel to the Munchkin card game as well, okay? It goes into more detail about all of those different steps in the player phase. And then you've got end of the game. All right. The game ends immediately as soon as either a player reaches 20 plus fame points on the fame-o-meter or the boss is defeated for the 3rd time. And then it has an example of scoring, a rule summary on the back, and you've got some variant rules that you can add in as well. All right. Here's some of the cardboard components. This looks like loot and bad stuff, perhaps. Levels. Looks like we've got some, perhaps, potions, wounds, or maybe healed. I'm not sure exactly what that is. All right, here's our board. Let's see if we've got most of that. I think I am zoomed out as far as I can go. Oh, not quite. You can see our dungeon board here. Gives us a pretty good idea on that. You got our monster graveyard. Our boss is down here. Available loot over there. Reward for clearing rooms from the different levels of the dungeon. You can see that it goes deeper and deeper until you get to the boss. And what looks like a fame track along the left side here. All right. Let's look at our player dashboards. Here we've got our wizard with some abilities here. Thunderstorm and Confusion. We've got our thief. Our warrior, cleric, and they all look like they have unique abilities. Our dwarf, super munchkin, another super munchkin. There you go. We've got a large number of cards here. We've also got some bases for our player minis. Let's take a look at the custom dice here, which are etched. Okay. You can get an idea for what we've got going on here. All right. Let's take a look at some cards. There's a lot of them. And they are struggling. They're not making it easy on me. All right, so here it looks like we've got an event card, Dog Pile. And you can see the distinctive art that Munchkin is so well known for. I would say that the art is at least as much a part of Munchkin as the gameplay. It really is iconic. Monsters and events. Just going through these quickly. Oh, there's the potted plant again. That monster always is nothing but trouble. These look like bosses to me. The plutonium dragon. The bullrog. Large, angry chicken. Cyclops, hippogriff, net troll, floating nose, were-turtle, insurance salesman. These might not all be bosses. These might just be monsters. But obviously there's a fair amount of humor that go along with these cards. That's also a big part of Munchkin. It certainly is not taking itself terribly seriously. We've got more cards. Got some items here like the Munchkin Buddy. Bow with ribbons. Chainsaw bloody dismemberment. Just going through these quickly. Lots of chickens. Lots of chickens in this game. Chicken fingers. All right. And now, what a lot of people are certainly going to be interested in are the minis. So let's take a look at some of these minis, shall we? Oh my. These are big. These are big, big minis. So we've got some character models, which are of pretty standard size. Show you a few of those. I think this is our cleric here. Dwarf, I believe. Okay. And we've got some monsters here. Like I think this is our harpy with the distinctive harp there. Take a look at our insurance salesman. Oh, you don't want to run into him in a dark alley, right? Okay, and then, oops, our giant chicken, giant angry chicken. Horrifying. Horrifying that I don't know how to put it back in. There we go. Our tremendous nose. That's lovely. There we go. You can see these are large scale minis. I'm sure if you were a painter, you can go to town on those. I think it's like that. Showing you most of these so you can get an idea. And then the two biggies here. Oof. And then our dragon. There we go. Well, I think that gives us a pretty good idea of what is inside this box. Munchkin Dungeon. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.